Hello, my desktop publishing students. What I've done is I've put in the values because in the next section I ask you we're going to add a data series. So the values are given to you, and so I've keyed them in, cow wow, and then the values, and you're going to be short one value. So for Ontario, put in 350,000. Now, I formatted all mine to match. I used my paintbrush, and you know how to do that. But again, note that the double rules are missing. So I went here, right click, format cells, and choose the double rules on the bottom only, and say OK. And now I've got everything put back to where we want it to be. Okay, so what I want to do now is we're going to go Control S to save. You've got the data put in. We're going to go to the column chart. All right, and this time we're going to add some data to this chart. Okay, so watch. We're going to right click and we're going to say select data. Now remember the last time I showed you that this says B6 to C13, and you can see the green dashes. All right, so you know that you want to include D13. So we can leave the 13 there because that's what we want, and all we have to do is change the C to a D. All right, and now if you didn't want to do it that way, remember you could click on your little red collapse arrow and you could have selected it. But I know that this is correct, B6 to D13, so I'm fine with that, and I say OK. Now you have two sets of bars, one for the Cowabunga sales and one for the Cowawow sales. Remember earlier we changed this BC one to red, so click on the BC one only. Okay, and now watch here. You're going to say right click, okay, right click, and reset to match the style. So now it's going to be teal like we wanted to. Okay, all right, we need to have a legend on here. So let's go to design and go to add chart element and put in legend and choose on the right. Okay, and now do you see that we have series 1 and series 2? All right, click there again, just like you did down in the data table. Right click, go to select data. Now, series 1, make it blue. Edit it, and it says Cowabunga sales C6 to C13, and that's right. So you're going to put in Cowabunga, okay, as the name of the series. And then you're going to go to series 2 and say edit. And note that this says D6 to D13, which is right. So we want this one Cowawow. All right, and say OK. So now say OK here, and now you've got your series named as you want them to be named. All right, so this is good. Let's look at the bar chart, okay, and we didn't change anything there, so that's fine. We didn't add a series to it, and on the Cowabunga sales, we didn't add anything here. But this time, I want you to watch, okay? We're going to select rows 8 and 9. So remember your solid black arrow. Oh, don't size it. Select the two of them. Make sure you selected the rows, not the cells. This is not correct. It's the rows with the black arrow, okay? And come down. No, did I say 8 and 9? Yeah, 8 and 9. Okay, we're going to right-click and delete. We deleted those. Now, they were from within our range, right? So therefore, take a look now. You only have Alberta, Belize, Great Britain, Manitoba, Mexico, and Ontario left, which is right. It's gone down. Let's check your bar chart. And you saw it jump down. We only have the 6. All right? And we come back to column chart. And again, you see there's only the 6. So very easily, because it was within the range, when you deleted those rows, you affected all 3 charts. So you must make sure that you pay attention that if something's within your range and you delete it, it's gone in all 3 charts. Okay, so now let's go to the bar chart, okay? And when we created the bar chart, we made a 3D chart. Now, I want to put pictures in the bars of this chart, but I can't do it when it's a 3D chart. That's just one of those things that you can't do. All right, so what I want to do though is that I want to show you something before we go on to another piece. Now, take a look at the 3D bars. There's my fill, format data series, but if I go to the last one, series options, take a look. I can make them into a full pyramid. I can do a partial pyramid. I can do a cylinder. I can do a full cone. I can do a partial cone. So you can, as long as it's 3D, you can do these, okay? They will not be available. There's the box that we had. They will not be available if you haven't used 3D. So I wanted to show you that first. All right, now you said, all right, I want to change this to a 2D because I want to put a picture in it. So I'm going to right click and we are going to say change series chart type. Change, all right? And it says you cannot create a 3D combo chart. Do you want to change any of this to a 2D chart? Yes, I want to put it to change chart. And I want to have a bar chart. And I want it to be just a plain clustered 2D bar chart. All right, so say OK. And now I have the flat bars because it's 2D. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to fill it, okay? Now, we're going to go to fill here, and we're going to choose a picture. And I don't want a texture, but we're going to go get a picture. So insert a picture from. All right, I want to go to, and when I click on File, Picture from File, and I want to go, and you're going to go to your classes drive, okay? Go to your classes drive. So I'll go to my classes drive and go to your desktop publishing and then obviously search for your Cowabunga, okay? So there's what it should look like. You're going to search for your Cowabunga picture, all right? And now go to Insert. And do you see how it's stretched across all the bars? All right, take a look here. It's marked on stretch, okay? It's marked on stretch. Now look at stack. Now they're stacked. But this one, stack and scale. So you can make each picture stacked according to a certain amount, okay? So in this case, I want you to put them every 100,000 units. So I'm going to make 100,000 units. So now when I look at Mexico, Mexico is 650. Can you see half? Great Britain is 350. You see half. Belize was 250. You see half. So the shakes here, or whatever they are, Sundays, they are in proportion to the amount that represents the 250,000 or the 900,000 or whatever amount that they're representing. So most times you always use stack and scale with units or pictures and what the units are. So that's what we did there to fill those. All right. Okay, that was good there. Now let's go to the column chart. Okay, let's go to the column chart. And I want to take the blue boxes here, okay, the Cowabungas, and I want to put a gradient in here. And I know you've done gradients, but there's just one thing that I kind of want to show you. So actually I just need to do one. So I'll just take Manitoba here. Okay, so I've got only the handles on Manitoba. I want to go to a gradient fill, and I only want 3 colors. And I want to go with a red and then a darker blue, I think I'll go with, kind of a royal blue. And I may go, this last one, with yellow. And I'm going to put in a dark, maybe a purple in here. Okay, I'm going to go with this, purple. All right, now I'm going to change it. I want to have here vertical. Okay, so do you see how this almost, when I use the gradient this way, it looks like a cylinder, or it has that impression that it's rounded. So sometimes you can do quite a bit with gradients and, you know, with playing with gradients and just, you know, change the effect by changing the angle or changing what it is. And then remember also, if we go to border, and I go to solid line, and what if I put a white line on it? Okay, so I'm going to choose a white line. Now, that's not going to work, a white line, when I've got, so I'm going to go to my chart area right now and put a solid fill in. So I'm going to choose something much lighter than what's there. Okay, I can get away with that. Now I want something else. What if I put in yellow? Okay, definitely now. And now if I make that white line on here, if I make that border and I make it white and I want to change the width here and I want to push it up. Oh, hold on. I didn't want to. Let me go Control Z here. I didn't want to do the whole thing. I just want to do this one. Okay, so I just got the one selected. Now I want the line to the border to be solid. I want it to be white, and I want to come down here and I want to make my line width thicker so you can see it. Okay, so remember that you can put a white border on it, and by putting a vertical gradient it looks like it is more rounded versus being flat. So just something you can do there, just another thing that you can do. Now if I go back to the pie chart, here, and let's say I click the Manitoba slice and only the Manitoba slice, remember that we can say picture or texture fill, and this time I'll just say online. Oh, actually it put in the cowabunga, so that's fine. You can see the picture there. Alright, so that's how you edit your charts. And now I still did not watch. When I took the chart here, if I go to File Print, I have got the chart. You can see it very easily. And if I go to Bar Chart, and I'm on the bar chart, if I go to File Print, you can see that one. And then if I go to Column Chart, I can go to File Print, and you can see that. But guess what? If I go back to Cowabunga Sales, and I want the spreadsheet, and I go to File Print, no, it's not going to show me. So what I did is I copied the spreadsheet, because I just want you to see this. I copied the spreadsheet. I went Control C. I went to a new document, Control N, and I went Control V. All right, and I widened my columns so that we can read it all. And then I went back and I went here and I picked up my sales chart. I copied it. I went to your new document and I went Control V to paste. Now it came in with a different texture fill and things like that, but that's all right. So now if I go to File, Print, then we have the print preview. So as you know, we don't know why I can't get a print preview, but if we have to, then you got to flip it to another document, and that's not the end of the world. But hopefully we won't run into that and you won't have to do that. Okay, I'm going to stop there. That's the end of this one. And so save your work, and then I'll do another video, shortly.